hello, everybody. Happy Sunday morning. We hope that everybody is doing good. You guys are staying blessed and taking care of yourself out there. Welcome back to another episode of the Queen Mimi podcast on our Sunday Positivity Talk. And we are doing okay this morning ourselves. Getting up early, usual grind, rising, hustling, out here taking care of business, getting things done, all them good things. We're going to be getting out here getting some work in later on today. But yeah, just wanted to come on here, do our show this morning. And we have been talking about throughout the month of October, of course, Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And this week, since we're gonna be closing out, we want to more so focus on the letting go, the healing, and the moving on, that side of dealing with domestic violence. And today we're going to be talking about the power of letting go, which a lot of us struggle with. And you know what? That's okay. A lot of us struggle with that because we not really properly taught. You know what I'm saying? We not really conditioned. That's something we all face, and that's something we all deal with, letting go. Especially when somebody hurt you, especially when somebody has wronged you, and whatever it may be. It's hard because it hurts. And then this person goes around and slanders your name. They talk about you like a dog. They just do you all types of wrong, like every which way they possibly can. You understand what we're saying? It's hard. And we went through it. We remember. And then it took us a couple of years ago to be like, look, just leave it alone. You know what you did, you know what you didn't do. Of course, they're going to gossip about you and talk about you because they can't get access to you anymore. No matter what that access was, they can't get to you anymore. It's people, pain, expectations, control. You know what I'm saying? We have to learn to release. We have to learn to let go so we can be the best version of ourselves, love ourselves, just simply move on with your life. You got to remember, them people were never worthy of you. They never really deserved you. They didn't know how to deal with you. So, of course, they're going to talk bad about you. Nobody says good about anybody that cut them off. Let's look at the track record with that. Nobody says that. They're not going to say anything good about you unless y'all ended, on good terms and y'all sat down like two grown adults and it was like, I don't think this going to work. I'm saying, okay, cool. You need help moving or whatever. Y'all come to an agreement. Everything is, peaceful, cordial, all that. Them type people, we don't mind, staying in contact with because at least we was honest with each other. We ain't lie. We ain't do each other wrong. Sometimes things just don't work out. Nobody ain't got to cheat. Ain't nobody got to be abusive or be mean. Sometimes it don't just work out. And we always tell people, just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Be honest with yourself first before you even go talk to this person, whoever it is. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit here and lie yourself. Oh, I love them. I want to be with them. This is my family. It's blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Don't do any of that. Just be honest with yourself. You get one life and you get one shot at everything, and you need to just keep it real. If you can't keep it real with yourself, you're going to be sitting out here lying to everybody else. So that's what this episode is about today. Healing yourself, finding peace within yourself, and reclaiming joy, within yourself. So understanding what it means to let go is just simply that. Let it go. You can't control the other person. You can't make them do nothing that they don't want to do. You can't stop them. I mean, you can stop them, but you might wind up going to jail or prison for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're going to stop them. Let it go. Let them. Everybody's going to do whatever they want to do. We always have this emotional attachment and we cling to these people. It ain't even got to be a relationship. It can be your family, your friends, your so-called business associates. It can be anybody. So it can be anybody. We cling to it, an old little flame or old relationship or old person that we can't get out of our head. We'll cling to that. Let it go. Even if y'all didn't end on bad terms, life took you in another direction for a reason, to get you away from that person. Obviously, they wasn't your person and it was not meant to be in your life. No bad feelings, no hard feelings, but they went their way and you went yours. If it's meant to happen or whatever, y'all will cross paths again and hopefully see what happens. I'm saying we don't know. But we like to cling and hold on to things that are toxic as hell. that don't mean us no type of good, not gonna help us grow. You're not motivated by this person. You're not encouraged by this person. You're not even supported by this person. Like, what we holding on to, really? And then this person likes to try to make you feel like you the one that lost out, or you ain't gonna be nothing without them. And we love when people doubt us, because once we prove them wrong, they ain't got nothing to say. But they actually think that, because these people are so entitled and privileged, they just think they can do whatever they want, say what they want, treat people how they want, do them wrong on top of all that, and then like still have a good life. You got to make it make sense. There needs to be a study on people like that. Yes, sir. That is facts. Yes, that is facts. People need to let go. Well, you know, they're talking about me. They don't like me. They don't approve of me. Who the hell cares? Let it go. Know what I'm saying? You got to realize when you stepping up and you decide to be a leader and you want to change your life and be different, yeah, you're gonna have to let go. You're gonna have to. You're not. You aren't put here to please everybody. You were not put here to be everybody's friend. You were not put here to be liked by everybody, especially when you come on the righteous side like we have and like our husband has. Nobody likes us anymore. We've even noticed on all our social media, we don't have Facebook anymore. We're going to be getting rid of our Instagram in a couple months. But them be the main two. We got rid of our Snapchat a long time ago because we never even used that damn app. And we never saw the point of it. So anyway, when we first started doing modeling and we had our slave name and all this stuff, everybody was cool with us, especially damn men. Everybody wanted to be close to us, be our friend and all that stuff, and hang out with us, talk to us and all that stuff. As soon as we switched over to following Islam, changed our name to a righteous name. We ain't got our booty and our titties and all that stuff out on social media no more. And we ain't hitting y'all up and reaching out to anybody. Now we're not cool no more. So we say that to say, when you making changes in your life and you want to separate from people and you cut them off or whatever, they're not going to like it. And they damn sure not going to sit around waiting for you to change or stay the same or whatever. They going to get on with their life. They're not worried about you. Let's just be honest. That's something we need to tell ourselves. The people that do you wrong or whatever they do, they're not worried about you. They don't care. They're going on with their life as if nothing happens. So you need to let go and do the same damn thing. I don't care if somebody moved on and found somebody else, or they found somebody else to be their best friend or whatever. Okay, cool. You showed us where we stand at. We ain't mad at you. You showed us where we stand at. That's all fine and good. Now it's time for us to show you the same thing. You weren't a part of the program. Yeah, you were not a part of the program. You were not a part of what we're supposed to be doing. So it's all good. Ain't no hard feelings. But we can promise you they're going on with their life. That's one of the biggest things people need to realize when you're going through that phase of letting go. They're not worried about you. Any chance they get, they're going to talk about you. They're going to do you wrong. They're going to do you dirty. Come on now. Let's just be honest. They're not sitting around thinking about you. They're not sitting around making sure you okay, making sure you good. They don't even check in on you. None of that crap. And you sitting around here worrying about them banging somebody else and what they doing with their life. And you know what I'm saying? They out chilling, partying, clubbing, and all that stuff. Oh, and all that stuff. And you sitting around here worried about them. Nah, no. Get on with your life. Find what makes you happy. Be your own best friend. Learn from it and move damn different. No, you're not losing by letting go. That's another thing people got to realize. You're choosing your peace. You're choosing your mental. You're choosing your happiness, your life over all that drama, over all that chaos, over all that BS. And even when you cut these people off, they still gonna talk about you. They still gonna do you dirty. But you're not even around it anymore. You ain't got to deal with it. That's the best part about it. You ain't got to deal with it. Keep it moving. Let them talk. That just means you finally doing something right. And we know a lot of people say, well, before I changed, they were still talking about me. They were still doing, yeah, of course. Yeah, Either way, they're going to talk about you, especially when you're doing better. You got to remember, when you in evil, when you in the middle of everything, it's not gonna stink, it's not gonna smell because you so far gone in it, you think it's normal. So of course they're gonna talk about you. It's not gonna be as much as to when you cut them off because they're gonna talk about you even more then. But yeah, they're gonna talk about you either way, sweetheart. And we had to learn that dealing with the people we used to deal with. Like, no. And then we sat back like, why was we surprised? They talked about other people they did to us while we was around them. Why we be surprised that they're doing it even more? Because they know what they're doing now that we're not around them. Why? Why? That's what they do. They are boring as hell. They have nothing going on in their life. So of course they're gonna talk about you. Nobody's gonna listen to them otherwise. They ain't got nothing going on. Remember, we said this already on our show. Nobody talks about you that's doing better than you. They ain't even got time. Look at the people that's talking. They always doing worse than you. They're not even doing what you're doing. We don't care what it is. You ain't got to be a podcaster, radio show, model, musician like we are. You can be just getting your money up. You got you a good job, you got you a house, you got you a good car. That right there will have people talking about you because they too lazy to do it. We hate when we hear men, and yeah, we finna say it. We hate when we hear men, oh, it's too hard. I can't do this. It's hard taking care of myself. It's hard doing. Man, bye. Hard. You want to hear what hard is? Try sleeping in a car with 4 kids while you're homeless and you trying to get them to school every day, making sure they shower, they're good and they're safe. And then you got to go to work or you got to go to school, make sure they got somewhere to go and you got to go do things you don't want to do just to take care of them. Then you come back and tell us it's hard. You watching them sleep in the car, you ain't getting no sleep. You're getting a little bit here and there, just make sure nobody don't roll up on y'all and bother y'all. Then you come back and tell us it's hard. You try sleeping on the streets while it's freezing. People say they're gonna help you out, then they don't. You got to make your own way. We did all this while we was going to work. Had nowhere to go. We had like 3, 4 bags with us. Had to take it to every job we went to. Then you come back and tell us how hard it is. Now we are married. Don't get us wrong, but we actually do love taking care of ourselves. We actually do because we're not waiting on nobody. We're not begging nobody. Can't nobody throw nothing in our face, which they might try to. I don't know. We don't even deal with that many people no more, so we ain't got to worry about that. But we actually do. You know what I'm saying? Because we appreciate it more. We hope that makes sense. We're not waiting on nobody. Even our mom told us like a couple months ago, you don't call us for nothing. We don't ever hear from you. We're like, yeah. Because we learned our lesson. This is what we really wanted to say, but we're not going to talk to our moms like that. But our brain was like, yeah, because every time we came to y'all for help before, you threw it in our face. You acted like we was an inconvenience. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work out. So why on earth would we keep coming back to y'all, asking y'all for help, knowing it's gonna be a problem? You really deep down don't want to help us because you're so worried about yourself. Now, meanwhile, when y'all had nowhere to go, we took y'all in with no problem. Told y'all that's the type of person we are. We don't treat people like they treat us. Only in certain situations we do. But overall, no. We let you have it at this point. We're not finna go back and forth. We're not finna argue. We're not finna try to prove our point because, I mean, let's be real. You're gonna think whatever you want to think. Your perception is gonna be whatever you want to be either way. So that's what we don't say nothing no more. They're gonna think what they want to think. They're gonna forever make you the problem. So you might as well get your life together. They still gonna talk about you anyway. You might as well keep doing what you're doing. So if you see these people again, they're gonna be completely wrong. And then they're gonna be completely pissed because not only did you get away, you got away and got your life together. Yeah, all that. Be the one that got away. I don't care if you're male or female. And got your life together. You ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. So let's be clear about that. But be the one. Especially ladies. Oh yeah, every man got that one woman that done got away. Or we should say the one that they messed up with, didn't appreciate, took for granted. Now she gone. And now they want to see they shoulda, coulda, woulda. Yeah, it's too late for all that. She gone. Yeah. Go ahead and find somebody more on your level. And I'm pretty sure you'll be okay. I said, we don't wish nothing bad. It's gonna happen to you, but don't look at us because we didn't do it. We had to let go of so many people, in our life. And them 2 stories we just gave examples already. The old version of us was so weak and broke down, was a people pleaser, just wanting to be understood and going back and forth and just holding on to stuff because we held grudges. We ain't finna lie. We held grudges. We was mad at people. We hated them because we knew they was lying. Like, why would you do that? If you're going to at least talk about us, at least tell everybody what we did for you. At least tell everybody how we was the only one that was there. Like, it was so messed up. And it wasn't because, and let's make this clear, it wasn't because we still loved them, we still want them. We the ones that ended it, and we have no regrets till this day. We're not the bitter baby mama. We're not the bitter daughter, the bitter ex, none of that. We just knew they was lying. And you never gave us a chance. You took that chance away from us to tell our side of the story. Because at this point, hell, we in 2025. There ain't no point in clearing things up now. It's just, what's the point now? Everybody already think what they want to think. You know what we saying? So what? But we still know that truth gonna come out. We still know that. But we had to let it go. We really did. We are not finna allow y'all to turn us into that type of person. Anything like that. You know what I'm saying? We're not finna have a heart like y'all, none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We didn't deserve that. We didn't. We don't care how you put it. Wrong is wrong. If somebody don't want to deal with you or want you in their life or whatever, let it be. Whatever it is, whatever happened, you got to let it go. That a lot of people don't know how to do that. They really don't. So whatever it is that anybody's holding on to right now, you know what we're saying? Let it go. Let it go. It's not for the other person, it's for you. It's not. They gonna keep moving on with their life. And yeah, we know it hurt. We know it hit you hard. You didn't even see it coming. We know we didn't. But let it go. They are not worth it. You know what we're saying? And it's a struggle. And we cannot say that enough. It's a struggle to let go when people do wrong things to you or they do you dirty or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because of our comfort zone, fear, and yeah, sometimes our ego and our pride. That's something we wore on our sleeve like a jacket. For real. You know what I'm saying? And when you holding on to things, you're still giving that person power over you. That's what a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know that you're still giving that person power over you. We don't even care if you're just thinking about it. Or if somebody bring up their name, they ain't even in the room and you get upset. They still got power over you. And vice versa. Somebody bring up your name. You ain't in the room to tell the person they get mad. You still got power over them. Yeah, all that good stuff. So you should be happy about that, especially when you done moved on and healed. And you know what I'm saying, you want to get your life better. Yeah, you should be happy. Because that person knows they did you wrong. They ain't never going to admit it because now they done went out there and spread their lies. So if they admit it now they too worried it's going to make them look bad when you should just told the truth in the first place. You wouldn't have that problem. But you know what I'm saying? What do we know? What do we know? Not much, apparently. But yeah, it's actually a burden. It's actually a weight that you are carrying on your shoulders. You understand what we're saying? When you can't let go. It's same thing as holding a grudge. The exact same thing. But what we don't realize when we're doing that is you're not hurting the other person. You're not hurting the other person. You're hurting yourself. You're shortening your lifespan. You're raising up your pulse, your blood pressure, your heart rate. Like we said, that person going on with their life. They don't care. Trust us, they don't. Actions will show if they did. They be doing something different, or while you're around them, at least be trying to make it right. And a lot of us, we don't know how to do that. We claim we grown, we claim we're an adult, but when it's time to communicate, apologize, tell the truth, and we like to add on, hold yourself accountable, we don't want to do that. We don't. It's always the other person's fault. And the other person don't even control you. You chose to do whatever you did because you felt how you felt. And now we are where we are, and it is what it is. And people don't even want to take responsibility, accountability for that. So you putting a burden and placing the burden on your shoulders by still being angry or holding on to what this person did, and you're not letting it go. Let it go. It's not saying, and this is something we got to emphasize. This is not saying what they did to you was right. We're not saying that at all. It was dead wrong. But it's okay to let it go. It's okay to grieve what you release. It's okay to mourn for a little bit. And we do mean for a little bit. But you got to let it go. Because when you do that and you choose to move on with your life, you're opening yourself up to more beautiful things, better opportunities, a better life, better people. What you lost, that's nothing compared to what you're about to walk into. And that's what we had to do. Y'all are in our past now. Y'all are deleted, you're buried. We had a whole different mindset, a whole different life, a whole different vibe. We are a whole different person. Yes, we said it. We are a whole different person now. We are not the same person everybody's used to. And our son's getting ready to graduate next year from high school. We cannot wait to go to Florida. Like we said, we ain't got nothing to prove, but we know we've been doing a lot of work and a lot of growing and getting things better for not just ourselves, but for our kids. You know what we're saying? And we're doing a whole lot better with our life. So if that doesn't help, we don't know what will. Let go. Let that person go, let that situation go, let that heartbreak go, that pain, let it all go. We're telling you, it's gonna feel like you just took the weight off your shoulders. And what you about to walk into when you really let go is gonna be more beautiful, it's gonna be more great than what you lost. We don't care if it's a friend, family, relationship, we're gonna keep saying that. When you clinging to things, you're blocking your blessings. You're blocking whatever's meant for you in your life when you're still around these people or you're still clinging on to this person. You know what we're saying? Whatever it is that you're holding on to, it's not worth your life. A lot of people sitting in jail, they're sitting in prison, or they got restraining orders. They can't come around this person because they couldn't just simply let go. That's not love. They convince themselves in their head that that's love. That's not love. Somebody that wants to control you and dominate you and follow you and stalk you and harass you, they just trying to have control over you. That's not love. They got it confused. No, that's not love. Somebody that loves you, no matter if y'all together or not, they're gonna want to see you happy, whatever it is. They ain't got to agree. You know what we're saying? But if that's what's gonna make you happy, go out there and pursue it. Just watch your back. This is what we're talking about. Just watch your back and be careful. Take care of yourself out here because nobody else is going to do it. Don't wait for nobody else to come change your life. You got to do it. You can have all the help, all the books, all the resources, everything. But yes, you still the one that got to walk through that door and make that change. You want to heal? You want peace? You want to reclaim your joy? You need to let go. Whatever expectations you have, and ooh, that's another one. Oh boy, a lot of us women like to choose men that's a fix up project. You know what we're saying? Something that they can help be better, something that they can help change. Stop that. Because they ain't got it all together and we feel bad for them and we think they got all the potential, they can be better and we can help them. Stop that. Stop doing that right now. If you are doing it, and that's something we say we will never do again. We're not doing no more charity work, none of that. They're not going to get better. You have to make sure you're together. You put together in every single area of your life. That's the best thing you can do for yourself and go after the right person that already got their stuff together. We could tell you from experience, it's not appreciated. We could tell you right now. And some people do, but they show their true colors somewhere down the line. It never fails. That's why we're not worried about anybody we used to deal with. Their true colors are gonna come out. We can promise you that. But yeah, control, you cannot make people do what they don't want to do. That's what people have to realize. You know what we're saying? And when you release that, when you let go, you understand what we're saying? You get your power back. You get your voice back. You get your life back. That's the most important thing, right? Is getting your life back and getting back to the person, becoming a brand new person. You got to let go of the old. Yeah, you want to get back to the things that make you happy, falling in love with yourself, the things that you want to do with your life. Yeah, you want to get back to that. But after going through everything you're going through, you're going to have to make some changes too. Yeah, you're going to have to. Otherwise, what did you go through all that for? If you got to say this every day, Let's say affirmation. It's a short one. I release what no longer serves me, and I trust the process of becoming. That's what we had to do. We didn't care what we went through, what was going to happen. We had to take a deep breath and think about one thing that we had to release. And everything was, it happened gradually over time. Everything that we had to release and let go. And we claimed our power back. We took everything back. There is a shift that happens after you let go. Man, you grow, sis. You get your freedom and your spiritual clarity. You finally see things for what they are and not what you want them to be. You understand what we're saying? We said this earlier. Letting go of any grudges, any resentment, let it go. It's going to hurt you in the long run. Don't become that person. Do not become that person. Create a space for your peace. It starts with you. You know what we're saying? Having a grudge, resentment, when people do stuff to you, we don't care what it is. It's going to destroy you in the long run because they're going to go on. I don't care if it's something small like somebody cutting you off in traffic. They're going to go on by their day like they ain't did nothing. But don't worry, they're going to get what's coming to them. Because, see, people think when they do something that small, it's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody get hurt or whatever. They're going to do that same thing one day and wind up causing an accident. Then you're going to be looking around like, I can't believe this happened. I've done this so many times before. Well, today was your day. Today was the day you got caught. Today is the day you kick in and pay up. Now you got to take responsibility. And a lot of people don't. They find some type of excuse or some type of reason. You know what we're saying? And they do whatever they want. And we believe it starts at home. You know what I'm saying? And just like what is the story we heard? This little entitled damn lady on TikTok. I think she had cut somebody. Oh no. She was sitting at the light for too long and the light had turned green. This is a perfect example. The light had turned green. This chick still sitting at the light. And there was a black man behind her that blew the horn. Now, obviously, this ain't her first time doing this. Like I said, this is privileged and entitled people. Ain't her first time doing this. He blows the horn at her. She drives. I'm saying he drives too. Everything is all good. Then she gets behind him, pulls out a gun, shoots it through his window, and kills him. So, like we said, obviously, you know what we're saying, this ain't her first time doing this. But we don't know when this happened. But when she did what she did, that was her day to pay up. Because people feel like they're entitled and they're privileged. We cannot say that enough, and they can just do whatever the hell they want to people. Now, his family got to bury him, and you finna spend the rest of your life in jail. All because you couldn't let go. You was in the wrong. That's what's wrong with people. They don't want to be held accountable. And we blame the parents because we are parent ourselves and we are firm believer. And yeah, you can say it to us because people be, well, how your kids turned out a certain way. You think that's because of you? Yeah, because we didn't teach them right. Yeah, we didn't show them the right way. We didn't know, but still, that's not going to change what the facts is. You know what we're saying? It's not. So we'll take that. But they're grown now. It's not whatever they do. Gonna be on them. Yeah. Let go of control. And everybody has their own journey with trust. Us personally, we will never trust people from our past again. We really don't want you nowhere near us. We don't want to talk to you. Like we said, we ain't mad. It's just we just done. But we good. We can promise you that. But we gonna make sure we trust ourselves again and forgive ourselves again. And create that space for joy and happiness and all that good stuff. Yeah, we not. We always said this on our the Queen Mimi blog show. We're not holding no grudge and we're not mad, but we're not obligated to forgive. And we damn sure ain't finna trust you again. Did that already. Made that stupid decision. Nope, never again. We good. We good. Yeah. We want our peace, our joy, our happiness, whatever Allah has for us. Yeah, we want a better life. Yeah. And you know what? We deserve that. Don't care what anybody got to say. You'll be all right. Yeah, we're not going to play them games with nobody. We finally learned our self-respect, our self-love, and getting in alignment with what Allah put us here to do. And that's gonna be another thing. You step up and be a leader. Yeah, people ain't gonna like that. But who cares? You know, who cares about that? They not doing nowhere near what you're doing with your life to change it and make it better. Wake up, reclaim your own, all that good stuff. They're not doing nothing nowhere near it. And they're never gonna like you for that. But you know, they'll be all right. They will be all right. Keep going. That means you're on the right path, you're making the right decision. And I'm saying it's gonna get better. But the first thing, or we should say one of the first things you need to do is let it go. Release it and let it go. It's for you, not for them. Trust us. We know it's not going to happen when we want. We really wish it could, but they're going to get what's coming to them. Yeah, it's going to be in due time. And unfortunately, they're going to pay with their life. So we just look at people now and like, we hope we was worth dying for. We know we laughing, but for real, we really hope we was worth dying for. We hope everything you did was worth it. Because you're going to be exposed and you're going to pay for it with your life. That's what we tell people. Be careful before you start running your mouth and doing people wrong and doing people dirty. It's going to come back. That's one reason why we had to let go and fall back. Or they're going to get what's coming to them. It's going to look good. Everything going to look good, feel good, all that stuff until it comes. But oh yeah, they're going to get what's coming to them. So you ain't got to let everything go, you know what I'm saying, all at once, bit by bit, piece by piece, but get on that path. Get on that path, and we cannot say it's enough. It's not for them. It's for you and your well-being, your life, all that good stuff. So what we're going to do, y'all, is take our first break and play some music, and we will be back on the Queen Mimi podcast on our Sunday Positivity Talk. All right, everybody, and just like that, we are back on the Queen Mimi podcast, another edition of our Sunday Positivity Talk. And for those that are just joining us, we're talking about the power of letting go. Babe, can we get your 2 cents like real fast?
Huh?
We're talking about the power of letting go,
Oh,
and being a leader.
we got a whole,
just like this.
we got an old folks slogan for y'all.
Yeah, just real quick.
We just got an old folks slogan real quick.
Yeah, talk to the people.
And it'll be like this. If you're driving in the car, right?
Yeah.
And you're looking in the rearview mirror.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
How much can you see out the windshield?
Nothing, because you're looking in the rearview mirror.
Why? You're driving forward. Why are you still looking back?
Because you still focus on the past.
Remember, access points, motion of gravity.
Mm-hmm.
You're moving forward. If you're looking backwards, but you're still moving forward, you splitting yourself some type of a way in a way that's not conducive to positivity. It's going to make you supremely negative because the past already happened. You cannot go back in time. I don't care what you did. You could have ate rabbits while they were still alive. Who cares what you did? You understand? But
so why you think, well, because we're under Islam and on Elijah Muhammad's teachings, why do you think people have a hard time releasing and letting go? When people do them wrong, they do them dirty, and they heartbroken?
That's easy. According to what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teach, they don't love themselves. They're trying to love other people more than they love themselves.
No, we said they letting go. They have a hard time letting go.
Right, because they don't love themselves. So they're clinging on
to the pain,
to what they love, they thought they loved.
Oh, gotcha.
So when you find out that love is not a word, it's a way of life.
Yep.
Okay, this would be the definition. That,
get a dictionary.
Most people don't do these things. They just talk and run their mouth and don't know what the words mean. They don't even know the definition of the half of the words they use.
Man, that's the truth.
But they sound flashy and all uppity to you, and you go give them your money. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go. Moral of the story. If you don't start with self, knowledge of self first. Message to the black man. Love yourself. Who's that mystery God? You got to understand. It's a system that got ran on you, and you don't even know it got ran. But you can get out of that system. And that system that got ran on you was when you was getting beat up and abused and child abuse, foster care, mental health issues, attempted suicides, and so on and so forth. All that stuff is conducive to stop you from becoming who you're supposed to become. So if you keep remembering all of that, how is the new you ever going to come out of the old you with the old you still present in the rearview mirror?
Think of what was that video we put up? It's the reason why your windshield is bigger than your rearview mirror, because where you're going is more important than where the hell you done been at. Does that make sense?
That came out the Holy Quran.
Yeah.
You're talking about whoever used that, it came out the Holy Quran.
Yeah, but
because the Holy Quran phrased it, he just paraphrased differently.
Okay.
The Holy Quran reads like this: if your future is brighter and your past is dim, why would you be worried about returning to the dimness? So he just changed the words.
Yeah. So that's basically it.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
well, thank you, baby. We just wanted to get our husband.
And love yourself.
Yes.
It don't matter if you single, broke, homeless, sleeping up under a car, eating grass for dinner.
You alive.
Love yourself. Be happy that you alive. There's people that can't even sit up in the bed. They can't even stand up on their own. Somebody got to come wash them and wipe their booty for them. Do you think they actually like that?
You remember, we used to do that.
I'm just saying,
they didn't.
Do you think they like that?
No, they didn't.
Every day you snatching the cover off of them and got to sponge them down.
And they just laying there like, we can't even imagine. That must be so degrading.
And you're just looking at their whole naked damn body.
Yep.
You spin them over.
Yep.
Looking at the booty cheeks, everything, balls, nuts, whatever, the whole smack.
Well, luckily we had a female we did that with.
But you know what I'm saying? Because they put people in precarious
Right.
situations.
But no, they don't like that. So thank you, baby. But yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So we just wanted to get our husband. But yeah, basically he said everything we just said. We know how much he heard before we, you know, what I'm saying, the first segment. But yeah, that's the importance of letting go, because whatever happened in the past is done. Yeah, you didn't see it coming. It hit you by surprise. And it broke you down, but it's done. And that's one of the major things that helped us let go, because we was holding the grudge, baby. We told our husband, you know, he just looked at us, said the same thing he just said. Like, baby, what you doing that for? Like, it's done, right? Yeah, baby, they tried to kill me. They tried to destroy us. They tried to, yeah, I know. You still here, right? And this is a little joke. I pump. Yo, he do this every day. Every day it drives us crazy. But it's the truth though, so we can't deny that. But we be like, and we have our little inside jokes for anybody that heard us talking to each other. Somebody actually think we might be arguing one day. That's gonna be funny as hell. But anyway, we have our little inside jokes, you know what I'm saying? We know life is tough, baby. It's hard right now. He like, but you're still here, right? Like, you know what? See, I ain't even need that right now. Can we complain? Can we complain for a minute? No. He like, you still here, right? But we understand why. Like, you still here, right? You stronger, you better, you wiser, you got the truth. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, yeah, it was messed up. They gonna get what's coming to them. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna be all right. Okay, man. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. Trust us. Let it go. And we was doing all that, y'all. We tell y'all, we are not lying. We used to hold on to our past like so tight, like our life depended on it. I'm telling y'all, it's not worth it. All you gonna do, and this stuff we learn from experience, when you sitting here trying to talk to people and work things out with them, and you afraid to release and let go, yeah. And we actually didn't even talk about that, and didn't even think about it till our husband said it just now. It's because of lack of love for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You still want that old thing back. You still want those old memories back. You wish things could still be the way they used to be. And that's something we thought about as well. And what we had to accept is this is the way things are now. Whether or not we planned it, whether or not we willed it, whether or not we did anything, this is where Allah needs us to be right now at this point in time. This is where Allah needs us. You know, wherever He leads us at, we don't know. We're not psychic, obviously. We don't know. But we trust in Him. He ain't let us wrong so far. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, we might be sitting in the hotel right now, but here, like our husband just said, and we did home health aid because we know exactly what he talking about. We can't even imagine how them people felt having to have another grown adult come in and bathe them and feed them. It has to be so degrading. It has to be demeaning to them, and not saying they deserved it at all because we don't even know how they got there. But we did do home health aid when we was in Florida for about a year. We had two female clients that was disabled. We had to go in and bathe them and feed them and take care of them and all that stuff. And that's what really helped us. Like, somebody's always worse off than you. One of them, unfortunately she did pass away. But we was with her up until her last days. So her daughter called us. That's how we found out. And we didn't do nothing that day. Because we was with this lady for like a year. And it was so sad, like she was gone. Like we didn't get to say goodbye. We was with her up until her last days. We didn't get to say goodbye, none of that. But we just say all that to say, stop complaining. If your life ain't where you want it to be, number one, you can change it. So stop complaining. We're not saying act like it ain't going on, nothing like that. But don't be saying I'm complaining if you're not planning to do nothing about it. If you still fixated and you focus on your past, you're gonna wind up going back to it. We can tell you right now, we did it. So nothing we saying is a shot to anybody. We did it. When we left certain people, we stopped dealing with family members. The one thing that messed us up, we started thinking about the past, just like our husband just said. Well, you know what I'm saying? It was a point we was chilling, we was riding together, we was singing that song, we was going to this joint, we was doing this, we was at home, we was chilling, playing games and all that. And you know what I'm saying? That's my family. You know what I'm saying? I got a child with this dude. You know what I'm saying? I still love him. You know what I'm saying? He might change. That's what messed us up. Getting soft. Yeah. getting soft and letting our guard down. We wasn't standing on our business. We wasn't standing on nothing we said, nothing. We were so weak. Yeah, we said it. And we're not talking down about ourselves, but we were. Because we gave in to this so-called love and this so-called delusion that people was going to treat us the same way we treated them. Wrong. Wrong, sis. Wrong, bruh. Wrong. Let it go. You got to see people for who they really are. They think they putting this this illusion over your eyes, over your face or whatever, but really they're just showing you who they really are. Paint that picture. Don't look at it as anything different. That's what we did. And even when, we can't even say if, when we saw the red flags, we were sitting here like, well, they might change. Now I'm saying they gonna see that I love them. They gonna see that we care about them. Nope. It got worse and worse and worse. It never got better. So that's why we tell people that we're afraid that because we don't love ourselves. That's one of the reasons. And we depend on this other person for something that they can't give us because they're not capable. You know what we're saying? They just can't. It's not in them. And that was the stupid decision we always wind up with, thinking people was gonna have the same heart or the same mentality that we did, and they just don't have it because they're not like us. They're not like you. You know what we're saying? You have to start reading some affirmations. You got to start standing on your business. You got to find a new mantra, a new path for your life. You have to. You have to start doing meditation. That's something that we do. And visualization of your future and exercises and all that stuff, decluttering your life. I don't care if it's symbolic or emotional, mental, physical, whatever it is. Picture your life better without that person. Something that a lot of people, I can't live without them. Well, I can't picture my life without them. Picture it. Are you happier? Are you doing better? Do you even want better for your life? Picture it. You understand what I'm saying? And then that will help. Picture it. Picture your life now with that person. And see how you're not getting any better. They're not motivating you. They're not inspiring you. They're not encouraging you. They don't even support you. They don't give a damn about you. It's just about them. They want to be in the spotlight while you're in the darkness. Y'all supposed to be a team. Like I said, this ain't just about relationships. It's not. It's just about them because they want to be in the spotlight. And the second you speak up or say anything or whatever, they're going to have a problem. We promise you. They're going to have a problem with it because they don't know what the word teamwork means. They don't know what coming together means. It's the same people that talk about it, but they have no damn clue what it really means. They don't. And to be honest, they really don't want to find out because that means they got to be different now. That means they got to move different. You understand what we're saying? They got to talk different. They got to think about somebody or something other than themselves. Make it make sense. A lot of people on this planet, they are so selfish. They don't care about nothing but themselves. I don't know how you're going to succeed in life. I don't know how you're going to build a damn team. I really don't because it's not possible. It's not going to happen. It's not. You can't, I don't care what you're doing. You can't start no dang on TV network. You can't start no radio station. You can't start no podcast. You can't do none of that by yourself. We are. We managed to figure out a way to make it work. So you're an exception, hey, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing. But if you're trying to build a team, we're not working on that at this point. When we get there, yeah, we're going to need a team. Right now, we're doing everything by ourselves. But we already know once we get to that point, we want to make it bigger. Where everything that we're doing, we're going to need a team. So make sure you put the right people on your team. Like we said, for now, yeah, we're doing everything on our own because it's real easy to do. Well, we actually want to have our own studio. We have an engineer and have other people controlling, the music and all that stuff. We're going to need a team for that. Hell, even we know that. Especially modeling, music, and all that stuff. A lot of things we will be doing on our own. But we know the things that we're going to need people for, yeah, we're going to need a team. But we ain't got no problem with that. As long as we got the right people around us, we good. You know what I'm saying? We gonna let people know. People, I don't even know, because we gonna be real strict when we leave. We have to be. We have to be strict. When we say this is how it's gonna go. X, Y, Z, A, B, C. I'm gonna follow Islam, follow on Elijah Muhammad, bam, 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 bam. I don't do this, that, blah, 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 blah. Lay everything on the table in black and white on a piece of paper so nobody can say they didn't know. Or we withheld this from them, or they was uncomfortable. Because that's the first thing we're gonna ask people. If this is something you're not comfortable with, we're gonna ask you to exit now. Don't sit here, and then a couple months down the line, now you all of a sudden you got a problem with it. Because we will let you go there, I promise you. The second you say something. And we're gonna make sure we cover ourselves. We're gonna people get petty and all that stuff. But we're gonna be going with our shows. We're gonna be going with everything we doing. We about to go into November, so this gonna be season finale month for all our shows. And we can't wait for January. We got a major announcement for y'all come next month. We just actually literally decided this a couple days ago. But we cannot wait to tell y'all. We're gonna make that announcement towards the end of November though, so we're not gonna say nothing yet. But yeah, you ain't gotta do everything all at once. You can release piece by piece, bit by bit. Take it one day at a time, one moment at a time, 1 hour at a time, whatever your pace is. But just get on the damn path to letting go. Let it go. Whatever you wish things could be, however you wish things could be, let it go. This is where you at now. Just like we tell a lot of people, we say this on our show. It's on one part of our plan. We glad it found us. We found it. Who cares? This where we at. Our plan was to go to Atlanta. We was in a home ownership program, get a house, called ourselves wanting to blow up. And we was gonna send for our kids. That simple, that easy. Wind up in another horrible relationship with a controlling abuser, narcissist, cheating, just all types of stuff. One about no team, don't know the definition if you put it in front of their face. You know what I'm saying? And that derailed our whole plan. We wound up leaving from Atlanta. Now we're here in Chicago. Finally, around some peace, around some quiet, or at least we can say we're doing a lot better than what we used to. We can honestly say that this is probably the best we have ever been in our life. And yeah, we still got a long way to go. We still got a lot of work to do, but hey, we are a whole lot better now. We are a whole lot better now. And that's not even, you know what? Yeah, we gonna brag. Yeah, forget that. We was saying no, no, we bragging because we still here. And it's not to stunt or to even do nothing out of spite. But yeah, we survived. Allah is the greatest. Yes, we still here. Everybody that thought we weren't gonna make it, we was gonna quit and give up. See, this is how little y'all really know us. We don't know how. We don't know how to give up unless there's no other option, which it always is. There always is another way to get things done. We don't. So we just told ourselves start somewhere. I don't care if we're saving, we're saying we working out, we're saying we studying, we listen to Elijah Muhammad's teachings of theology of time, affirmations, positivity, writing, whatever we got to do, start somewhere. Especially with your self-love. And with us right now, we working on becoming our own best friend. And we working on that each and every day. Every aspect, our mental, our physical, financial, so we're putting in our body, everything. We're becoming more aware of our emotions and getting in control of it. And the things that's happening around us right now, in the crazy way, it's helping. Like, I don't even know if that makes sense, but in the crazy way, it's helping because we get upset and be like, hey, man, and start complaining, start making everybody else life a living hell, basically treating them how they treat us. But now we just be like, calm down. They're doing this on purpose. You know why they're doing it, whatever it is. It's supposed to rub you the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? When you out your character, you acting all ghetto and ratchet like a little nigga and all this stuff. No, you are bigger than that. Fight fire with fire. That's what we're doing. We ain't even got to say nothing. We ain't got to do nothing. We're just going to show you. We can do whatever you can do. You know that, right? Just let you know. Treat people the way you want to be treated. That's what Elijah Muhammad teach. Treat people the way you want to be treated. That's what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teach. Yeah, we're going to say it again. So start somewhere. You ain't in no race. We ain't no competition, but start somewhere. You can release piece by piece. Inhale peace. Exhale resistance. Don't resist it. You know what we're saying? Do not. Don't resist it. Letting go, it transforms you. It changes you if you allow it. It shapes you. It molds you to be better. Hell, you're going to wind up inspiring yourself. You're going to wind up encouraging yourself. You're going to wind up giving yourself a pound back. Like, girl, I see you. Look at you. Come on now. You're doing it now. You waking up. It's clicking now, huh? Yeah, it's clicking. That's how we talk to ourselves. I don't care if we be out working and we hit our goal for the day. That's an accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? Even if we do have people around us that support us, we still got to make sure we support ourselves. And with the transformation that we've been doing since learning the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's teachers and learning Islam, you know what we're saying? We had transformed. We can honestly say that. And it's been such a beautiful experience. Yeah, it's been up and down. That's life. But we challenged ourselves. What we was doing, it wasn't working, and we cannot say that enough. We can't. We had to do something different. And like we said, we cannot say this enough. It wasn't out of spite. It wasn't to get back at nobody. This ain't even about nobody else. So that's it. It's not even about nobody else. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be just a mom for the rest of our life. We actually want to do something different and do something great and help people. We didn't realize we was gonna get punished for it, or damn near crucified for it, or chastised by people that don't want to do it because of your outlook and your opinion on our life. That doesn't make sense. So we had to get away from all that. We had to. We felt like it wasn't being no good for our kids, no good for ourselves. It wasn't even about no exes, no baby dads, our family, none like that. But we had to change. We had to become better. We had to. It wasn't an option for us anymore. We damn near died. We don't know how many times. It wasn't an option for us anymore. We had to do something different, or otherwise, we probably wouldn't be standing here right now. We wouldn't be here right now. Let alone talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? We had to. And everybody want to make it so personal like it's about them. It's not about you. Everything about us has transformed and changed. We've let go of so much and took so much weight off our shoulders and became lighter and making room for what Allah really wants in our life, what's truly, meant for us. You know what we're saying? And we discovering who we are. We starting, refreshing, and doing things different. You know what we're saying? And back to, us becoming Queen Mimi. We was Queen Candy at one point, got rid of that. Because that's not who we are anymore. Our inner strength, our growth, our grace. And every single day, we're still working on things to release. Every week, we grade ourselves. Every day, we grade ourselves. We're doing better. And yeah, we're not in no race. We're not in no competition. We know our time is going to come. We just have to keep going. Keep trusting in our faith. Keep trusting in ourselves. And you know what I'm saying? We're going to be good. We're good now. But now, we're going to get better. You understand what we're saying? We're going to get a lot better than we ever, have been in our life. This is something that had to happen for us. We've been through too much. We done lost too much. We done suffered too much, and nobody's ever apologized, tried to make it right. We got labeled the problem, the villain, the whore, the gold digger. And mind, these people ain't even got no money. But the gold digger, you know what I'm saying? We a deadbeat mom. We a selfish person. We a couple other words that we can't say. Well, we know, we can feel it. We ain't got to be in the same room with them. We don't even have to be in the same city. We know what they're saying about us. But we know it's not true. We know the reasons why. And we can call them out on it right now. They're going to have some type of excuse. We can promise you that. And it's dead wrong. But we have to realize we can't do anything about that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we decided to become Queen Mimi. Mimi is short for Manima. Manima Muhammad. Manima, it means benevolent, generous, open-hearted, quick to give. Muhammad means worthy of praise. We got us a righteous name that's worth more than gold, man. People don't understand this. We have changed. We can't keep being Lashika. Lashika's gonna get us, keep putting us through hell and high water. No, no, she had to go along with everybody else. When we had our mental funeral, we had it for other people too. Our face with that. No, it wasn't working. And we had to slowly but surely let go, slowly but surely change, slowly but surely evolve. You know what we're saying? And become better. And it's not to stunt or do anything out of spite, but we love ourselves now. We want to take care of ourselves and be better for our sisters out here. Anybody that wants to, learn the truth. How we gonna teach them when we ain't leading by example? We know we ain't never gonna be perfect, but how we gonna do that? It's just not possible. It's not gonna work. You know what we're saying? And we have to do things different. We have to. It's not an option. You know what we're saying? We know we can do better. We know we can do better than what we've been doing. You know what we're saying? And that's what we're gonna continue to work on and do. Not for nobody's approval, not for their blessing. You know what we're saying? And that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's what people don't understand. And you know what? We ain't got time for that anymore. You know what we're saying? We are free and we have disconnected ourselves from what no longer aligns in our life. We are open, we ready, and now we at peace. You know what I'm saying? And we really give all praises to Allah. Master Farm Muhammad to my past fellow and Elijah Muhammad, and of course, Brother Minister, our husband, Mikael Muhammad. And we know he don't like to take no credit for it, but you know what I'm saying? We were introduced. We were shown the right way, and we decided, okay, let me step over here, make this move. Whether or not we stay with our husband, we still made that choice. We still made that decision. Let me step over here and do something a little different. We ain't hesitate to ask him for no books. Get the hell out of here. No, come in 2 times. Come in. We ain't do something different. And we glad we did. We don't have any regrets. You know what I'm saying? So we let go. Let go, move forward with your life. And you know what we're saying? You can do better. You capable, you are strong, ladies, you are powerful, you are fierce, you the blueprint, you the program. You compliment him, you the program. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to get out here and be half naked, shake your behind like all these women do on social media, these musicians, all these actors, whatever. Be you. Be authentically, genuinely, unapologetically you. Just don't be out here hurting nobody. Don't be out here using nobody. Just do it the right way. We know it's gonna take longer, but do it the right way. You can do it. We doing it. You know what I'm saying? We don't even care if people watch our stuff on social media no more. We don't really care. You know what we're saying? Because we know what we're doing. Allah knows what we're doing. That's it. That's all. We can't put no more simple than that. So, all that being said, we're going to go ahead and take our last break, you guys, and play some music. And we'll be back on the Queen Mimi Podcast on our Sunday Positivity Talk. And we're going to give you guys all our social media where you can catch all our shows. And, of course, where you can follow us. We'll be right back, you guys. want to like tell everybody, and just like that, we are back on the Queen Mimi podcast on another episode of our Sunday Positivity Talks. What we're going to do is just give you guys pretty much all our social media where you can check out all our shows, and of course, follow us, like, and subscribe. And then we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We honestly not even really feeling that well today, y'all. Ladies, y'all already know that time of the month. Don't feel like doing nothing, but luckily with what we do, we can I'm saying take these first 2 days, and chill for a little bit. But anywho, we're gonna probably be chilling for today. But anyway, you guys can catch the Queen Mimi podcast on our Sunday Positivity Talk first and foremost. This and every Sunday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, you guys. Every Sunday. You can also follow us on all our other social media platforms, YouTube, the Queen Mimi Podcast, LinkedIn, Queen Mimi, Twitch, Queen Candy 85, Clubhouse, Queen Mimi 77, and of course over on Red Note under Queen Mimi as well. And as far as our Twitch schedule, like we said, you guys, all our shows, same time, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time every week. Queen Mimi Podcast every Sunday. Queen Mimi Radio every Tuesday. We're talking topics every Thursday. And of course, the Queen Mimi blog every Friday. You guys, so that's our Twitch schedule, all our social media. And of course, last but certainly not least, you can catch all our shows on all podcast streaming platforms: Anchor, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts, just to name a few. So with all that being said, you guys, we finna go lay our behind down. We don't feel well today. Yeah, probably gonna more likely be chilling. But you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday as well. Tomorrow's gonna be Monday, y'all. Back to work. We all know how this goes, but y'all get some rest today. If you have to work, don't work too hard. Stay blessed, stay safe, and take care of yourself out there. And we'll talk to you guys Tuesday on the Queen Mimi Radio Show. Everybody have a good one.